Alright, we're gonna get started here while the music's still going. God, it's cold in my room today. I turned the heat off earlier, but because it was nice. Now it's cold. Hello. I don't know how I got it. I think someone gifted it to me. Yeah, Python will gift it to you during the Civilization stream the other night. I'm shutting my door real quick. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, so as I said in the Discord announcement, I think I want to start working on like projectiles and things. Most of the graphics work is done for right now that I want it. I'm gonna do some more work on. Sorry, gonna do some more work on cameras and things in my own time. But for now, I think I want to get more into the interesting stuff. Kind of dipping my toe into some physics. Keep in mind, I am not a math student. I am bad with math, but I'm going to try my best and read lots of things on math to do physics. Aloha, you handsome devil. Why, hello there, Jer. How are you? Quit dying. I'm trying. I don't know what's happening tonight. I was doing good all day, and then I start streaming, and it's just dead brain, dead throat, dead everything. I'm liking the beard for real. Thanks. Yeah, it's patchy. I'm trying to grow it out, honestly. But yeah, it's it's something, I guess. It looks disgusting. I'm gonna be honest. I should shave it, but we're gonna switch to the main scene and pull up my code, and let's make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can read it. So this was I was just doing this, doing some shapes, just to draw some shapes on the screen that aren't necessarily sprites. Didn't work, so that's something I'll have to fix in my own time. Also, something else I was working on is sort of A-star pathfinding algorithms. Again, something else. Ooh. I think my Visual Studio just like froze up on me. But again, that's something I'll have to work on in my own time. I would like to do more pathfinding algorithms and AI stuff in this engine as well. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it in the engine or in just the game, but it would be nice to have at least a basics AI system to have, so that I'm not rewriting a lot of that stuff every time, but we'll see when we get there. That's not what this one's about. Wow, the base project really just took a shit there for some reason. That one. That's the one I want. I haven't seen this game in a few months. I'm excited to see how it's turned out. Well, I'll be honest. I did switch from Unity to developing my own engine. So a lot of the progress has been lost. I do still have the Unity project, and I can do stuff in there. But as far as making progress, we are basically starting from scratch. Noato Saka, please forgive me if I pronounce that wrong, and let me know how it's pronounced in the chat. But hello! I don't think I've seen you on the channel before, so if you like this kind of content, be sure to give the channel a follow. I'd greatly appreciate it. But I was just saying, we're going to get to work on some programming, do some possibly projectile stuff. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the idiots. All your brain cells belong to us. I won't try to say your name again because I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but I greatly appreciate it. Is that Neo now? I think that's now. I'm sorry. I am name stupid. Like big name stupid. Welcome to the idiots. All your brain cells are belong to us. Hell yeah. But yeah, so obviously I have this physics folder off to the right here. My camera might be hiding it. But I was working on some colliders, which is, we might, get into a little bit more with this. Thank you, NePython. 5 viewers, he's become a celebrity. My boy has grown up. No. I'm still the same old Thinklink, still the same old awkward streamer who has no idea what he's doing and yet claims to be a professional. But yeah, I think we'll probably get into more with the collider stuff today as well, because we'll need to track colliders. Projectiles will have colliders, things that projectiles will hit will have colliders. So this will be a little important. For right now, I have a abstract class of Collider 2D, which just handles some basic information, and then an abstracted, or a derived box collider, which is literally just going to be a square collider. We're only going to work with that right now. I want to do other shapes of colliders, like a circle collider or some kind of polygon collider. That way you can have different shapes based on numbers of vertices. But for right now, box is easy because there's already a rectangle built in to monogame. Bro, just wait till he gets 6 views, then he'll be more popular than Mr. Beast. Maybe, who knows, Who can really say? Although I don't have my own line of food, I don't have my own burger chain, so I feel like Mr. Beast has me beat in that respect. I'm gonna pull up all the stuff that's more physics based. What's the current version we're on for this one? 2.32? I think that's good. We'll bump it up to 2.33 just in case. I'm trying to get better of remembering to put in my versions. Actually, this might end up being a 2.4.0 just because we're doing more with the physics stuff. Oh, dude, Thonk Burger? That could happen. That could be a thing. When we get in the Thonk Burger. Welcome to Thonk Burger, home of the Thonk Burger. May I take your order? Okay, so new class. It's gonna be projectile. I'm trying to think if I want to specify if it's projectile or if it's a 2D or 3D projectile. I think for now we'll just leave it. I do want to kind of keep this engine open to doing 3D stuff in the future. For now it is just a 2D engine. But I want to at least be able to scale it later. I don't want to go down that road of, hey, I want to do 3D stuff. Ugh, I have to rewrite everything. Because that's not fun ever. But yeah, we're gonna start the projectile. So, right off the bat, things we're gonna need are, like I said, a collider. So, like I said, we're gonna go with the basic box collider. Box collider 2D. Okay, I'm gonna shut up unless something funny happens. BPython, I never want you to shut up unless something happens. I always enjoy you interacting in my chat. Please. Please keep interacting in my chat. So we're just gonna call this collider, just for right now. Ooh, excuse me. And then we need a position. This will be a vector. We'll do a vector 3 position, like I said, just in case we want a 3D space. We need to include the monogame framework. And then, so let's pull up, we're going to pull up everyone's favorite, MS Paint. And kind of map out what I'm thinking. So we have our point that we're shooting from. We'll call this our player. And then obviously the projectile that is leaving the player, we want that velocity. of the projectile, you know, how fast it's moving, and the direction. So we would want some kind of I'm trying to think. We'd probably want a vector 3 normalized. Because that normalized then would allow it just be 1. You know, the whole value would equal 1, but that gives us the direction we're firing in. The velocity would handle the speed. So we'll just label this as well as the direction. I feel like I need a tablet just because I can't write with my mouse. And this is, we're just going to call this P, just for lack of space. That looks like an 8. That's our projectile. So we want a velocity and a direction that we're firing in. As well, the position is where it's at currently, but we want a vector 3.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to nod and say
yes. It's okay, I don't know what it means either. I'm making this shit up as I go along. We're going to set these to vector 3.0. Vector 3. What did I say? Direction? Did I hit my own button? Did somebody play the I don't know what that means soundbite? Or did I just hit my own soundboard button? Because if I hit my own soundboard button, that'd be pretty funny. Vector 3.0. Alright. Okay. Like I said, bear with me. Math's not good with. I have something to confess. What's up, B-Python? What are we programming in? We are programming in C# using the building up off of the monogame library, the Minecraft. Oh my god, I cannot talk. The Microsoft XNA framework is what we are building off of and building an engine around. Okay, so let's make a constructor for our projectile. Let's leave it blank for right now. Collider equals new box collider. Is trigger, we're going to say yes, so true. The position, rotation, and size I could change to be a transform. Because I have position, size, and rotation in the transform class. That was something that I had worked on a while back. But I won't do that right now, just because I don't want to fuck it up. But large C4T is raiding with a party of 3. Hello, thank you for the follow, or thank you for the raid. Sorry, but large and rating. If you like this kind of content, be sure to give this channel a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you for the follow, guys. Large C4T and Carville 1823. Thank you guys for the follow. Welcome to the idiots. All your brain cellar belong to us. Oh, large cat. Okay, that makes sense. that makes a lot more sense than large C4T. But yeah, if you guys have franker faces, I do have some franker face emotes that you guys can feel free to use. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy hanging out. I'm not great at what I do here, but I have fun. I think we all have fun here, so hope you guys enjoy it. Position we're gonna put at 0 for right now. Actually, no. Position we will give a starting position. Vector 3 position. Just finished up my Python stream working on bots. Oh, hell yeah. I need to do a stream working on bots. I've made a couple Discord bots. My friend and I kind of dicked around and made some Discord bots for just real stupid reasons. But it's fun. I might do a bot stream at some point. What are you building? Right now we're working on a custom engine built on top of the monogame library for game design. So I'm building out a game. I was originally building it in Unity. Took a step back and said, "Hey, I kind of want to learn more about the inner machinations of the engine, how engines work. So I just want to build one, see what I can do. More of just a learning process for myself, and see what happens." You streaming about me? Streaming about you, Python. Vector math and all that stuff. You know it. So we'll send it that position. And actually, I will change my box collator to be... I understand the joke now. Because you said you're finished up a Python stream, Python. I got it. I'm a bit slow. We're going to change this to just be a protected transform rather than the separate things. Fair warning. This whole projectile thing, physics thing, this might just end abruptly because my brain might go mush, and we might do something else. We might just move more into actually the RPG elements of the separate thing. We'll see what happens. I'm making this shit up as I go. Yeah, I do not like engine programming. It wasn't fun in college. I mean, it was okay, but didn't like it very much. That's very fair. For me, it's more like I don't have much of an art background. I'm not a very arty guy. Not much of an artichoke, if you will. But I like more of the technical aspects. I like understanding how things work rather than the pretty shiny of it all. Don't get me wrong. I love a finished product, but I like using it and going from scratch. But actual shaders and such was a pain. That's fair. I haven't gotten into shaders. Like, I keep looking at shaders and I'm like, I will touch that later. That's not something I want to work on right now. I love physics, but not UI. 100% fair. 100% fair. We're gonna get rid of this and just say public transform. Transform. No, I want that capitalized. Dummy. That's caps locked. That's not what I wanted, dummy. Send it transform. There we go. Ugh. Okay. My brain going mush, and that's my own fault. I don't. Why? We're just gonna call this box. Or we'll call this rectangle. We'll just call this rectangle. I'm not... I want transform dot position. I would love to get your bots... love to get your bots on input sometime. I would love to get your input on bots sometime as well. Are you able to keep to a decent schedule? I have some other people who would love to watch you, and I will get you shouted out. I will try. I mean, I have been trying. I want to do more around 7 o'clock during the weeks, so I will certainly try. But hell yeah, I really appreciate that. I mostly stream consistently right now. My most consistent schedule is Friday nights. My friend and I do a breakdown stream of the current Marvel TV shows. And Saturday night we play Overwatch. That's about it. Programming streams are kind of sparse. They're more spread out because I do work full-time in programming. So it's kind of hard to just like, hey, I'll come home and do more programming. A little hard to do that, to motivate myself that way. But again, I really, I would appreciate a shout out. That'd be awesome. Yeah, same here. Yeah. Position. Rectangle wants a point, doesn't it? We're just gonna say position.x. Transform. Man, you really just don't want to. IntelliSense really just doesn't want to give me. Oh, because I put a period, not a colon. There we go. That's not even a colon, that's a comma. Ugh. Brain mush. No thought. Head empty. Size would be size.x, size.y, and this would be position or transform dot size and transform dot size. Rudy's got the chalk zone. Change these to be floats. Right? No? Okay. I get it, but you got this. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I have to look for today, but I will stop by another time for sure. Have a great stream, my man. Thank you very much, Large Cat. I hope to see you again around here sometime. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you again for the follow and for the raid. I really appreciate it. I must finish my quest and get the crown badge. How do I go about getting it? I have no idea what you mean by the crown by the crown badge. B Python. I think I said brown cash at first. Shabba-da-doo. Skidda-da-ba-bow. Reddit-da-da-doo. Why you no work? Cannot convert from float to int. Oh! Dumbass, read the fucking error message correctly. Just to keep it a little more on screen, because I like to have everything in a nice scrollable view. Oh, that the Prime Gaming badge. Yeah. You link your Prime account to your Amazon Prime to your Twitch. Yep, that's okay. That's what you meant by crown badge. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, crown? Makes more sense. All right, so. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we got that all set back up. The is colliding code. There we go. Don't ask me why I named my rectangle transform. That was kind of dumb on my part, but here we are. Yeah, nay. Okay, so back to the projectile. We will say, so position, we will take in a vector3 position, and we will say new transform position, and we probably want a size 2, so let's say vector3 size, and then I think, yeah, that's it. Okay, so that is our collider. That's our collider. That's it. Sorry. I'm thinking. I'm thinking in my head rather than thinking out loud, because thinking out loud sounds really dumb sometimes when I do it. Public void. So we want to create the projectile with a position and a size for the collider, and then we don't want to start moving it on the creation, just in case for whatever reason it wants to be held there. So we want to give the user a function. So we can say begin, just to be consistent with our batching. That it's begin end movement. And we can take in a vector 3 direction and a vector 3 velocity. And then I think we would want something. So we would want to check on our collider. We would want some kind of public void update. I'm going to jump back and forth a lot, and it's probably not going to make any sense. So if you're confused, please tell me to slow down or explain something a little bit better, because I'm really bad about that. But so the public, we're going to give the collider an update function. That's going to be constantly checking if it's a trigger, constantly checking that was triggered, that what it was colliding. If it's colliding and is a trigger, we want to raise an event. Otherwise, there will be some other code to actually stop the movement of the collider. We're going to get into that later. For right now, I just want to worry about the trigger more than the event raising more than the actual collision. Collision engine doesn't worry about collision? Weird. So public void update, take in a game time. God damn it, Penguin. You know what? I don't think I missed you. I think I was wrong on Saturday. I don't think I missed you. Oh, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Okay, so on our update, like I said, we're going to check if is trigger. Well, first we want to check if is colliding. And we would want to... Oh... So this is kind of... So this is what I was actually kind of worried about. Right now, I have no way of kind of tracking all the other colliders in the world without literally sending that information to the colliders. I could probably do some kind of signal listener model that all the colliders are subscribed to, and then whenever one is added, raise the thing. I don't know. That's kind of the biggest problem. Is getting the colliders to recognize other colliders in the world without mucking it up so bad that it becomes too cumbersome to deal with. By God, I thought it was hella late. I mean, I have been going for a half hour. Kind of late. Not gonna lie. Hey, Will, how you doing? Good to see you. I suppose the update could take in a list of colliders. And for right now, that'll be fine to handle it. So then we can just go through and for each collider in colliders. Well, first we want to check, if this is equal to collider. Then we just want to continue and go to the next one in the list. Otherwise, because we don't want to check it against itself, that's going to throw errors. So otherwise, we can check if it's colliding with the current collider, and it is a trigger. Then, is this Java? This is C#. It's Java's better younger cousin. Sorry. It's the more successful family member. But if it is a trigger, then we want to raise an event, and we'll put that up here. We'll say, well, put that more actually down with our public. So we have our protected. Put that down here then. So we'll say public event action. I don't think we need to give it any parameters, so we'll just say blank void action right now. C#. Okay. Yeah, C#. The better cousin, the better family member. So action, and we'll say on collide. And then if it is a trigger,
yeah, I don't know what that means, so
I'm just going to nod and say yes. If it is a trigger, then we're gonna say go ahead and on collide, invoke that. And that's kind of all we're worried about right now. What we won't put the else in, but we'll say else to do make collision detection code. You fucking dummy. There we go. I will forget I wrote that to do. Thank you, D-Python.
Holy shit!
It's like really quiet for me. There we go. My headphones were turned down, so that was just like really quiet. Oh, that wasn't BPython. That was Large Cat. Sorry about that. Usually it's BPython sending that one, so I just kind of didn't even read the name. My bad. Okay, so we create our collider. Now we can kind of say collider.onCollide plus equals to give it a thing, and then we'll. Oh, I just knocked something down. Should we all spam hydrate? You could. I literally cannot stop you. I can use it 43 times. Alright, let's not do that. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute, bud. But on our collide, then we have our actual function that we can run for the projectile. All things we want to do. We could even, if we wanted to get fancy and really get dynamic, we could say action. I think it's func of type action. We could call it func, and then collider.onCollide plus equals func. Maybe it's just action. Or func dot I think it's method. Nope. Func.invoke. There we go. There we go. Nut. Yeah, so we can give it a basic collide function, or a default collide fuck. A default collide function, or we can, as a parameter, send it a callback. We can send that callback to the projectile class. For right now, we're just going to leave this as a throw implemented exception. I don't know what I want to do with that right now. What I do know is that we have a begin, and I want to say public void update. And on the update, if our velocity is not equal to vector2 dot 0. Actually, we'll say if it is equal to vector2 dot 0, return. Oh, sorry, vector3 dot 0. I was like, that's why are you yelling about that? Okay. So if it's equal to vector3 dot 0, return, because we're not going to move the projectile if there's literally nowhere to move it. There's no point in running the rest of the code. Otherwise, we'll say position and I guess the velocity and the direction is a little redundant. Really, we could do like a direction vector and then a float for speed. It would be one or the other. You wouldn't want both. That's a little that's not good. That's too much. It's redundant. And we'll say collider.position, collider.transform, not toString, transform.position plus equals velocity. I'm going to get rid of the velocity. We're going to use direction. And we're going to say if direction is equal to vector3 dot 0, don't run anything. And then we're going to give it a float speed equal, and we'll default it to 4f. I don't know. Float speed equal 4f. There. So then we'll say our direction times our speed times, and we want to get another game time object, and say game time, basically get our delta time. So our game time dot elapsed, game time dot total seconds. And we'll actually, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to parse that to a float. A flayant, if you will. There. And then we would call... we wouldn't call the collider in this, the collider update. We would probably handle the collider updates somewhere else. I want to write something that will grab all the colliders and run the updates more in the background. That way, because it's gonna need that world data, like we saw. We're gonna need colliders and other world data. So I don't want to have to worry about where that's going all the time. I would rather just send that in the background. Although for now we will just say hey, here's a list of colliders. To do run collider code in background from game or scene class. Maybe, perhaps. This looks complicated. What is this for? This is a game engine that I'm developing, built on top of the monogame framework, the Microsoft XNA framework. Ooh, excuse me. And I'm trying not to complicate it, but also apparently trying to complicate it at the same time. So we'll call it game time right now and send it to Collider 2Ds, because that's fine. I can bear it to do this all kind of manually, but like I said, I would like to try and have the game or scene class handle all that. I gotta go eat. Ooh. Alright, I'll see you in a bit, BPython. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that good food. So that is... Oh, the begin. The begin, we would want to give it a direction. And so say this dot direction is equal to direction. And then we want a public void end, just to kind of reset everything and Electric Penguin redeemed posture check. All right, hold on. Let me sit up a little bit better. There we go. So the end is gonna, remove this. We can say, bool dispose if dispose
run.
Thank you, Will. Yeah. So I was going to say if we would want to dispose it, we could clear the, delete the projectile from inside of itself. We need a whole dispose model for that. Which I actually suppose I could do. Give it a dispose pattern. And then just call dispose. Is this a one-time thing? What do you mean a one-time thing? Is this for a game you're gonna make? It is for a game I'm gonna make, yes. But I want to try and I have other things, like plans to do other stuff as well. So it'd be nice to not have to rewrite all that code a lot. Half-Life 3 confirmed? I mean, I'm not going to say no. But I'm also not going to say yes. We would actually say, instead of doing dispose, we'll do the deconstructor. Or not? Is that not? Can I not call it that way? I suppose I can't call it that way. We'll just call it dispose. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. We also want to say our direction goes back to vector 3.0, and that's about it. So on our collide, if we collide, we'll basically just say end for right now. And we'll dispose. Jingle bells, jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells bling, snowing and blowing on Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air. I don't want more snow though. Had enough snow up here after that winter storm. Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't have anything prepared to actually test this. So I don't know. Hop over to the test game. Voice of an Angel. Thank you, Penguin. Oh boy, I'm not reading that one. You really are the whole package, huh? Okay. Let's get raw into the maze. Let's do a list of colliders, box collider 2Ds. Call it colliders. Actually, we'll do a little struct up here. Test colliders. Give that a box collider 2D. And give it a sprite. Because then we'll just load in one of these sprites. Probably just like a brick wall here or something. Okay, I'm gonna get an early tonight. All right, Penguin, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again. I'll probably do another stream tomorrow. Large Cat got me interested in doing Discord bots, so maybe I'll spend some time working on some Discord bots, making some stupid little bots for stuff to happen on the channel and whatnot. But yeah, it was good seeing you. Thank you for stopping by. Greatly appreciate you, and see you next time. My brain went into end stream mode. I was like, see you guys next time. I'm tired. Yeah. Well, we'll just do the grass, just because that's the first one. I don't want to mess around too much with that. Sorry, my brain's just not doing best right now. I'll be back. I joined Discord tomorrow. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I guess it has been a minute. You have been gone long enough. We got the Discord set up, so. Love you, boo. Love you too, boo. All right. So we're gonna have a list of test colliders, called it colliders. On start, we'll write a function, private void init colliders. We'll give it a count and just say int width, int height, and bool filled equal to false. And then for int I equal to 0, I less than width, I plus plus, j less than height, we will have to create a new list of colliders, and then we'll say colliders.add new test colliders with sprite. Oh god, okay. New box collider true, actually false, but it doesn't matter. Did I not build this? I did not want to create a new project. Because I should have the transform, not the 3 different options. I didn't build it. My bad. New transform with new vector 3 ij 0, and size will be new vector 3 16 16 0. New sprite. Let's pop this down here. New sprite with texture. Overworld sprite sheet dot textures. Overworld sprite sheet dot file plus 0. So we just want the first image from that, which I don't think I've gone over the sprite sheet stuff, but basically it takes, this image that we just looked at, given a size, splits it all up, and then adds it to a dictionary of the file name and an ID, an integer, and then the actual texture 2D. So that's all that's doing. There we go. If filled and I is greater than 0, and I less than width minus 1, Okay. And j is greater than 0, and j less than height minus 1. Okay. So if it's filled and all that, then we'll do it. But we'll add the colliders in there. If it's not filled, we won't do it. Not important. I didn't need to waste all that time doing it, but oh well. I did it anyway. Sue me. We'll load sprite sheets, and then we'll say init colliders. We'll say 5 by 5, and then that's it, because it's not filled. I defaulted it to filled because I'll probably never fill it. But if we start, actually we need to, in our draw, for each var test collider in colliders sprite batch dot draw test collider dot sprite. And we'll see what happens. I assume it's going to draw it all on top of each other. Or it's not going to draw it at all. Because it's 0. Okay. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to throw up a be right back, and I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. We'll switch into the programming again. Okay, so we didn't initialize our colliders, or we didn't add any, so let's just go ahead and step through our code and see why we didn't add any. So our I is 0, our j is 0. And because we're not filled, it's going to step right over top of it. Yep. Else, we are still going to do this. And I need to put that down. There we go. Might as well do it for this too. Alright, so hopefully that fixes it. So 0, 0. Cool. What I'm hoping this doesn't do is... Okay, so it created 16. Now I think it's going to draw them all on top of each other. Yeah. Okay. So we need to also say... that. Give it the transform that we're giving to the collider. We can take this off. Okay. Let's take a look at the sprite batch draw graphics. I did reorganize my file structure as well, so it's not quite so like dumb. Sprite batch, that's sprite sheet. So our sprite batch draw for the sprite, we're drawing at the position, which is the transform.position.2vector2. So that should work, that should be fine. Aw, sick. Riley just messaged me with a new emote. And I love it very much. It looks fucking awesome. Riley, I don't know if you're watching, but it looks awesome. I will respond to that here in a second. I'm excited for that now. I cannot wait to get that on the channel. So if we go back and look at our test game. So we know that the draw, when we send it to sprite, is sending the position. And we know we are sending a transform of I and j to the thing. Nope, I didn't want the disassembly. It's... That's what I thought, okay. Oh, it... My bad. That's on me. I need to set it to I times 16 and J times 16. This is all really bad and hard-coded and won't be permanent. It's just so I can test this dumb projectile thing. We're straying way too far away from the dumb projectile thing now, and we're just into dumb thing. That's where we're at. We're at dumb. There we go. Okay. I also got my zoom camera working, so I can zoom in on this, which is really cool. So you can see our little border of grass. Essentially, this is our border wall for our colliders. And just to prove to myself that it works, I'll say filled is true. And we should get a whole thing of grass that has a solid collider. Yep. Cool. I like when I make things that work. We're just going to leave that as false, though, as the default. And then... how are we going to test this collider? How are we going to test this projectile to see what it do? Let's go into our update, and we'll say right now if mouse dot get state dot is dot how do you do this? Dot left button dot if mouse state, okay, never mind, I got it. Mouse state dot left button equals button state dot pressed. There we go. Had to noodle my brain there for a bit, but that's fine. We are going to have a projectile up here that we're just gonna leave null, and in draw we will say if projectile is not equal to null, sprite patch dot draw projectile dot sprite. Which I need to expose. No, sorry, not the projectile. Because I didn't do that. I will do the same thing that I did for the test colliders. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just create instead of a projectile, we'll say test projectile. There we go. There. Okay. So then on update, we'll say projectile equals new test projectile with a projectile of new projectile. Position will be vector3.0. Size will be vector3 new vector3 16 16 0, and then our speed is going to be 4, and our sprite is going to be a new sprite with a new transform of position vector3.0 and new vector3 16 16 0. And our texture is going to be I don't know, I don't have anything prepared, so we'll just say MPC test sprite sheet dot textures MPC sprite text sheet dot file name plus 0. So whatever the first image is what our thing will be. Okay. Got it. And then we'll say projectile dot begin, and that will send it on its way. We need a direction. For right now, we will just say direction new vector3 0 0.1 f and 0. And then we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, nothing happened. Oh, because I'm not calling. So if projectile is not equal to null, projectile dot update game time, and then our colliders dot how do I want to do this? I want to get all of the colliders.select c dot collider dot to list. There we go. Didn't like having that in the... Nope, never mind. Cannot convert from system.collections.generic list of type carcrash.collision.physics2d.boxcollider2d to system.collections.generic list of type carcrash.collision.physics2d.collider2d. Why? You're literally the same type. Fuck it. Like I said, we're just using the BIOS2D collider right now. I don't care. We're just testing. Fix that later. I don't care. Collider2D inherits from that, so I'm not sure why that's not working, but whatever. There we go. So now let's see if it works. If it doesn't, oh well. Honestly, I'll switch to something else because I'll have to thonk on this a little bit. Okay, let's put a breakpoint down. Let's put a breakpoint down there, rather. So we created our new projectile, correct? Yes. Our direction is 0, 0, 0. Why is our direction at 0? My bad. Oh, no, that's fine. Fuck. It's supposed to be 0. So we have our new projectile. The projectile has a collider with a transform 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 16, 16. I guess I don't want it at 0, 0. I want it at, was that 5, 5? And I wanted it to be 1, not 0, because obviously I don't want that to be 0 while I'm multiplying with it. Okay. Tomorrow I'm definitely working on bots or something. I'm not gonna mess around with this too much more on stream because it is starting to aggravate me a little bit. Okay, there we go. So you can see it. So okay. So let's kind of see how that looked. Zoom in so we can see it, and it kind of just appears there. I don't want 5, 5 either. Actually, I want 3, 3. Do you want my brain cell? God, I would love your brain cell. I would appreciate all the brain cells right now, because mine is gone. Okay, that's even worse. It will arrive in 3 to 5 business days, unless you pay for express shipping. God damn it. I guess I'll wait 3 to 5 business days. Okay, let's see if that's the correct position. No, it's not. And it's just kind of appearing there. It's not really moving. Or at least the image isn't. That's probably because Probably because we need to say public void update game time list of box collider 2D colliders. We need to say projectile dot update and give it the game time and colliders, and then we need to say sprite, not sprite effect, sprite dot update. Our sprite dot position is equal to projectile dot we need to expose the public transform. There we go. I need that. Yeah, definitely working on something else tomorrow. I need to give my brain a bit of a break from this. I think that's good. So instead of saying that, we'll just call projectile dot update. Okay. Transform was null on the projectile. And that's my fault. Maybe it's not my fault. I don't know. I may be giving up on this pretty early tonight. I think I'm giving up on this early tonight, yeah. My brain is just not working right now. Okay. System overflow exception. Oh, because I... There we go. That's why, because I was sending it itself. That's my bad. Okay. Okay, it's moving down. I guess I should have expected that. And it looked like it was bumping into the thing, so... So let's see... Is it running our collider? And then let's also make it move the opposite direction so that it has a little bit more to go. We'll say half. Okay, so it is moving on its own. We fired off a projectile. Cool. We're gonna have to speed that up, but we'll see what happens when it hits the wall. Okay, so we hit our end function. We hit our collide, I mean. Step into our end. Our direction equals 0, and then we dispose. What we'll do as well is just say that when we'll raise an event on the projectile itself. So public event action on hit. And then on the end, we'll say on hit dot invoke. So then on our projectile we have an event that's going to raise, as well as our colliders. We can kind of use them both. But the projectile we can say, hey, when you hit something, let me know, and we'll just clear. We'll remove you. So here we'll say projectile dot projectile. Actually, we'll do it up here. Projectile dot on hit plus equals projectile equal to null, sprite equal to null. So when we hit, our image should go away. I want to speed up the actual thing first. I didn't mean to click. We know it goes pretty slow. We know it works. Now let's actually just speed it up and say go -1. Well, let's go -3 for right now. Let's zoom in. We can remove our breakpoint here. We know it's going to fire. Why did that not stop? So it's not clearing it out. Why? I think we can say sprite dot dispose. No, I don't have a dispose pattern on that. That's fine. Put the breakpoint on that then, and we'll see what it's doing, because it should be setting it to null and not drawing it anymore. Okay, so we have our projectile. Now we don't. We have our sprite. Now we don't. Oh well. We know it's working. We know it's hitting. We're getting information out of that. Good enough. It's good enough for me. I should probably be more excited than I am, but I am just so drained of energy. Oh, God. Just kind of looking to see if anybody's doing anything right now. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Now, I think I'm going to log off. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do something. My brain is fried. Tomorrow, I'm going to hop on and do some bots. I might do some Discord stuff, maybe some integration with the Twitch API, maybe make some Twitch bots or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll do some research on some fun things. I'll look up some fun projects I can do with the Twitch API, what other people do, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, expect like bots, just fun little small JavaScript programs that don't break my brain, because that's I need a break. My head kind of hurts after this one. It works well enough, so I'm happy about that, but it can be better, so I need to take some time to refactor it. Hopefully in the future too, I'm just gonna kind of throw this out there. Hopefully in the future, new background. I'm gonna try and get back there, get a desk or something put up. Finally got this room cleaned up a little bit. Garbage off the floor, and now I gotta get reorganized, but it's cleaned up, so I'm gonna try and do some rearranging and hopefully get some more space in here for some more fun activities. That's the plan. The gamer streamer room is gonna become a thing. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you everybody who came out to watch. There was a lot of people tonight. Again, thank you, Large Cat, for the follow and the raid. Appreciate that. Appreciate you hanging out as well, and telling me I should do bot stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Short stream. Programming streams usually aren't very long. You guys know this. Friday, I don't think we're gonna do a breakdown. I'll talk to Jared, see what he wants to do. But because we're on a break from WandaVision and waiting for Falcon Winter Soldier next week, I don't think we're gonna get a breakdown, just because we don't have a whole lot to talk about. I do think he wanted to do a watch along of Captain America: The Winter Soldier in the Discord. So if you're not a part of the Discord, link's been going through chat. I will also send it right now. So if you're not a part of the Discord, go ahead and join the Discord. We will probably be watching Winter Soldier tomorrow, or Wednesday night, to prepare for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Christ, Trey, think about what you're saying, please. Yeah, as far as announcements, that's about it. Tomorrow, bots. Wednesday, watch along. And we'll go from there. Thank you, everybody. Love you all. Thank you again for all the follows. Gonna see you guys next time, and peace out.
Conditions support a unique microsystem of predatory life forms, minor spectral instability. Inkling 99 has destroyed my crops of 3 people. Oh my god, my crops! What the fuck?